Dear students, in this video you are going to learn about multiplication of decimals. Look at the first example. Multiply 0.3 and 0.2. That is 0.3 into 0.2. See here. Convert 0.3 to fraction. How will you convert to fraction? While converting fraction, ignore the decimal point. If you remove the decimal point, this is 0.3. That is equal to 3 by. And look at the place value after the decimal point. After the decimal point, we have only one digit. Place value is tenth. So 0.3 is equal to 3 by 10 into 0.2. If you ignore the decimal point, this is 0.2, that is 2 divided by. Look at the place value after the decimal point, that is 10th place. So 2 by 10. You know to multiply fractions. While multiplying fractions, numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. 3 2s are 6, 10 into 10, 100. Now convert this into decimal. 6 by 100, convert into decimal. Look at the denominator, we have 3 digits. So in the numerator also write 3 digits. 6 is only one digit, so write 0 on the left side. Now put the decimal point. Decimal point is according to number of zeros in the denominator. Here how many zeros we have in the denominator? We have 2 zeros. So after the decimal point, 2 places should come. So 0.06 is the answer. Look at the next example. 0.15 into 0.05. You have to multiply. Now 0.15, write in fractions. While writing in fraction, remove the decimal point and write in the numerator. If you remove the decimal point, this becomes 0.15, that is 15. And look at the place value after the decimal point. We have till 10th place is there, then 100th place is there. So 15 by 100. Place value of rightmost digit in the decimal part, that is here 5. Place value of 5 is 100th. So 15 by 100 into 0.05. If we remove the decimal point, that is 5 by. After the decimal point, we have 2 places, that is 10th place and 100th place. The place value of the last digit is 100th. So 5 by 100. Now multiply. While multiplying fraction, numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. 15 5s are 75 by 100 into 100. 1. After that, how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros you have to. Now, look at the number of digits in the denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in the numerator we have 2 digits, that is 75 is a 2-digit number. We want 5 places, so put the decimal point 1, 2, 3. So the number of digits now became 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now put the decimal point. Look at the number of zeros in the denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros in the denominator. So after the decimal point, 4 digits should come. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to put the decimal point here. That is 0.0075. Look at one more example. 2.2 into 0.03. Now 2.2. If we ignore the decimal point, that is remove the decimal point, then it becomes 22 divided by, after the place decimal we have only one digit, place value is 10th, so divided by 10 into 0.03. If we remove the decimal point, this is 003, that is 3, by, after the decimal place we have 10th place and 100th place, so in the denominator I have to write 100. Now 22 threes are 66 by 10 into 100, you have to write, after that count the number of zeros, 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros. So 66 by 1000. Now convert this into decimal. Number of digits in the denominator. How many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. In the numerator we have only 2 digits. Add zeros on the left side. Now look at the number of zeros after the decimal point. 1, 2, 3. So after the decimal point 3 digits should come. 1, 2, 3. So I have to put the decimal point here. That is 0.066. Now see here, while multiplying decimals, should we convert this into fraction, then we multiply the fractions, then we have to convert into decimal. Can we simplify the steps? Look at the answer here. See here, 0.3 into 0.2. What answer we got? 0.06. Look at the question and look at the answer. See here, we have 0.03 into 0.2 and the answer is 0.06. What is the relationship? See here, we have 3 here, we have 2 here. 3 2s are 6, so we got 6. See how we can multiply directly. 0.3, remove the decimal point of 0.3, that becomes 3, into, remove the decimal point of 2, 0.2, that becomes 2. 3 2s are 6. See here, in 0.3, number of digits after the decimal point is 1. In 0.2, number of digits after the decimal point is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So in the answer, after the decimal point we have 2 digits. So number of digits after the decimal point in the answer is equal to the sum of the number of digits in the numbers to be multiplied. In 0.3, 1 digit after the decimal point. In 0.2, 1 digit after the decimal point. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 2 digits after the decimal point in the answer, in the product. See here, now put 2 digits after the decimal point. Here we have only 1 digit, that is 6. Now put zeros here. We want 2 digits after the decimal point, so put decimal point here, then put 0. So 0.06. Let us apply this method for second one. See, remove the decimal point of 0.15. If I remove the decimal point, that becomes 0.15. If I remove the decimal point of 0.05, that becomes 0, 0, 5. 0, 1, 5 means that is 15. 0, 0, 5 means that is 5. 15 5s are 75. So answer is 75 is there in the answer. Now you have to put the decimal point. The decimal point is according to number of digits after the decimal point in the numbers to be multiplied. In 0.15, how many digits after the decimal point? Here we have 1, 2. 2 digits after the decimal point. In 0.05, 1, 2. 2 digits after the decimal point. So in the answer, 2 plus 2, that is 4 digits after the decimal point. Now put 4 digits after the decimal point. Here we have only 2 digits. Now it became 3 digits. Now it became 4 digits. Now put the decimal point here. On the left side we put 0. So 0.0075 is the answer. Now look at the third example. 2.2 into 0.03. 2.2 is, if we remove the decimal point, this is 22. If we remove the decimal point of 0.03, that becomes 003. That is 22 into 3 is equal to 66. Now we have to put the decimal point. That is according to the number of digits after the decimal point in the numbers to be multiplied. In 2.2, 1 digit after the decimal point. In 0.03, 1, 2. 2 digits after the decimal point. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. That is 3 digits after the decimal point in the answer. That is, here we have only 2 digits. Put 1 digit, that is 0 on the left side. Now put point here, then put 0. That is 0.066 is the answer. So while multiplying decimals, no need of converting into fractions. First ignore the decimal point, that is remove the decimal point, then multiply. After that you have to put decimal point. That is according to sum of the digits after the decimal point in the numbers to be multiplied. Let us apply this method to multiply the decimals. That is 1.3 into 0.1. Now while multiplying, remove the decimal point. If we remove the decimal point of 1.3, that becomes 13 into, if we remove the decimal point of 0.1, that becomes 0.1, that is 1. Now 13 ones are 13. So the answer is 13 is there in the answer, that is product. Now put the decimal point. Here how many digits after the decimal point? 1 digit. Here after the decimal point, 1 digit. So 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 digits should come after the decimal point. Now 3 and 1. There are 2 digits. So you have to put the point here. That becomes 0.13. So while multiplying decimals, first step, ignore the decimal point and multiply them as whole numbers. So see here, we ignored decimal point, we removed a decimal point and multiplied them as whole numbers. That is 13 into 1 is 13. The next step is number of digits after the decimal point in the product is equal to number of digits after the decimal point in the product is equal to sum of the number of digits after the decimal point in the numbers to be multiplied. We have to count the number of digit in the question, that is 1.3 one digit, 0.1 one digit after the decimal point. So in the answer there should be 2 digits after the decimal point. Now 0.13, there are 2 digits after the decimal point, 1 and 3. Now multiply 2.7 and 4. 2.7 into 4. Now see here, ignore the decimal point, that is remove this decimal point. That becomes 27 into, here there is no decimal point, so keep as it is, into 4. 27 fours are 108. Now write 108 here. Now you have to put the decimal point. To put the decimal point, see the numbers to be multiplied. We multiplied these two numbers. In the first number, there is one digit after the decimal point. In the second number, there is no decimal point, so only one digit after the decimal point. So in the answer, there should be one digit after the decimal point. Where to put the decimal point? That is before 8. That is 10.8 is the answer. See here, one digit after the decimal point in the number to be multiplied. In the answer also, one digit after the decimal point. So 2.7 into 4 is equal to 10.8. Look at the next question. 1.8 into 1.2. Now remove this decimal point. If I remove the decimal point of 1.8, that becomes 18 into, if I remove the decimal point of 1.2, that becomes 12. 12 8s are 96, 9 remains, 12 ones are 12, plus 8 20, 21. That is, answer is 216. Now put the decimal point. Count the number of digits after the decimal point. Here we have one digit, here we have one digit after the decimal point. So total how many digits after the decimal point? 2 digits. Now put the decimal point such that 2 digits should come after the decimal point. So where should I put? Here one digit, 2 digit. I have to put the decimal point here, that is 2.16. Now 3.8 into 1.15. First step is ignore the decimal point and multiply them as whole numbers. Now if I remove the decimal point of 3.8, that becomes 38 into 1.15. If I remove this decimal point, this becomes 115. Now multiply. 5 8s are 40, 5 3s are 15 plus 4, 19. 1 8s are 8, 1 3s are 3. 1 8s are 8, 1 3s are 3. So 0, 17, 13, 4. So 4 3, 4370 is the answer we got by ignoring the decimal point and multiplied. 38 into 115 is equal to 4370. Write this here. Now 3.8 into 1.15 is equal to, count the number of digits after the decimal point. Here one digit after the decimal point, here two digits after the decimal point. 1 plus 2 is 3. So in the answer, 3 digits should come after the decimal point. That is 1, 2, 3. You have to put the decimal point here. That is 4.370. Have you understood this? See here, remember the step. While multiplying decimals, first remove the decimal point and multiply them as whole numbers. After that, put the decimal point in the answer such that you have to count the number of decimal point in the question. That is 1.3, we have one digit after the decimal point. In 0.1, one digit. So 1 plus 1, 2 digits. So in the answer, 2 digits after the decimal point. This is about multiplication of decimals. Now, let us see multiplication of decimals by 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh and so on. There is one simple method to multiply by 10, 100 and 1000. See here. 2.35 into 10. 2.35 into 10. Let us learn the simple method first by doing long method. That is 2.35 convert into fraction. 2.35 how to convert into fraction? First remove the decimal point of 2.35. That is 235 by. After the decimal point, look at the place values. This is 10th place, this is 100th place. So we have till 100th place value. So denominator is 100 into 10. 10 is a whole number. So write as it is. Now 235 into 10. 235 into 10 is 2350 divided by 100. Now convert this into decimal. See here, we have 3 digits after 3 digits in the denominator, 4 digits in the numerator. Now 2350. While converting into decimal, how many places should come after the decimal point? That is according to the number of zeros. Here we have 2 zeros. So after the decimal point, 2 digits should come. 1, 2. So the decimal point is here. That is 23.50 or 23.5. If you get zeros at the end after the decimal point, no need of writing. Look at one more example. 2.35 into 100. 2.35 into 100. Now convert 2.35 to fraction. First remove the decimal point, write in the numerator, that is 235 by. Look at the place value. We have 10th place and 100th place. So we have 100th place in the right end, that is denominator is 100 into 100. Now 235 into 100 is 23500. That is 23,500 divided by 100. Now convert this into decimal. Put the decimal point. Here in denominator there are 2 zeros. So where is the decimal point? After the decimal point, how many digits? 2 digits. That is decimal point is here. So that is equal to 235. Look at the next example. 2.35 into 1000. Now convert 2.35 into fraction. That is 235 by 100 into 1000. Now multiply 235 into 1000. Now 235 into 1000, you have to write 235 After that zeros, 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 divided by 100. Now put the decimal point. There are 2 zeros in the denominator. So while putting decimal point, 2 digits should come. 1, 1, 2. That is decimal point is here. That is equal to 2350. Look at the question and answer. See here, 2.35 into 10 is equal to 23.5. 23.5. 2.35 into 10 is equal to 23.5. 2.35 into 100 is equal to 235. 2.35 into 1000 is equal to 2350. Look at the question and answer. See here, 2.35 into 10. How we can multiply 2.35 into 10? By simple method. You will get 23.5. See here, 2.35 into 10. How many zeros are there here in 10? 1 0. So if there is 1 0 over 1 in front of 1, if there is 1 0, then point has to be moved one step forward. So 2.35 into 10 is equal to 23.5. If there is 1 0, one step forward, 2 zeros, 2 steps forward, 3 zeros, 3 steps forward. Now see here, 2.35 into 100. Now there are 2 zeros over 1, that is in front of 1 there are 2 zeros. So decimal point has to be moved 2 steps, 1, 2. So the point has to come here. That is, the answer is 2, 3, 5. Point. No need of putting point here at the end. So 235. Now 2.35 into 1000 is equal to how many zeros over 1? 3 zeros. So point has to be moved 1, 2. Here we can move 2 steps, 2, 3, 5. So the point comes here. See here. Point will come here. Now no digits here, so put 0. See here, before the point was here 2.35. Now 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. So the point comes here. If the point comes at the end of the whole number, no need of putting. So this is equal to 2350. So while multiplying by 10, 100 or 1000, just move the decimal point, that is according to the number of zeros over 1. How many steps you have to move is according to number of zeros in front of 1. Let us apply this method to multiply by 10, 100 and 1000. See here, 0.3 into 10. 0.3 into 10. So here you have to move how many steps? See how many zeros over 1. In front of 1 there is only 1 0. So you have to move one step. That becomes 0.3 point. This is equal to 3. If I move point one step forward, that becomes 0.03 point. If the point is after the whole number, that is no digits after the decimal point, then no need of putting the point. If there are no digits after the decimal point, don't put the decimal point. There is only one whole part. So 0.3 into 10 is 3. So while multiplying decimals by 10, 100 or 1000, decimal point in the product, that is in the answer, is shifted to right. Point should be shifted to right. Point should be shifted to right by as many of places. How many places? As there are zeros over 1. That is according to number of zeros over 1. Now look at the next question. 1.2 into 100. Now 1.2 into 100. See here, you have to write 12 here, and a point has to be moved. How many steps forward? Here there are 2 zeros, so point has to be moved 2 steps forward. The point is here now, so 1 step. Now there are no digits, so put the point. So point has to be moved here. That is 120. There are no digits after the decimal point, so no need of putting the point here. That is 120. 56.3 into 1000. 56.3 into 1000. Write 563. Same digits in the answer. Here 563 is there. So write the same digits in the answer. Now move the decimal point. Now the point is here. So 1 step. How many steps you have to move? 1, 2, 3 steps you have to move. I moved 1 step. Then no places here. So 2 steps I moved. Now no places. So I moved 3 steps here. 1, 2, 3 steps. Point has to come here. That is 5, 6. Five, 6, 3, 0, 0. Now 3.82 into 10. 3.82 into 10. Now in the answer, write 382. Now move the decimal point. How many zeros are there over 1 here? 1 0. So point has to, now the point is here, 3.82. Point has to be moved 1 step forward. That becomes 38.2. Now 5.6 into 1000. 5.6 into 1000. See here, 5.6 into 1000. That is 5, write 5, 6. Now move the decimal point. Actually the point is here, 5.6. 1 step. If no digits, put 0. Then 2 steps. Put 0. 3 steps. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. There are 3 zeros. We have moved 3 steps. So the point comes here. That is equal to 5, 6, 0, 0. Now the next question is 0.006 into 100. Now 0.006 into 100. Now write 0.006. Remove the decimal point and write here. Now you have to move the point how many steps forward? That is 2 steps forward. Actually the point is here. Now move 2 steps. 1, 2. So the point comes here. That is equal to 0.6. If zeros at the left end of the whole number, whole part, no need of writing. So 0.06 0.006 is equal into 100 is equal to 0.6. 5.6 into 1000 is equal to 5600. 3.8 into 10 is equal to 38.2. 56.3 into 1000 is equal to 56300. 1.2 into 100 is equal to 120. 0.3 into 10 is equal to 3.